Alright, so first thing we want to do before we rig is make sure that our mesh is clean. Okay, clean meaning that all of our vertices are actually welded together, and we also don't have any stray meshes kind of going on, anything like that. So one thing that I did notice in my body mesh, I have a couple pieces of geo that I don't want to be a part of the actual, I don't want them to be a part of this body section of the mesh. I want them to actually be a part of the head, and also like some of the brows too. I think the back faces, like if I hit 4, you can see that the back faces to the brows are attached to this as well, and I don't want that. So what I want to actually do is select these two straight section pieces. So if I go and hit F11, which goes to my face selection, and I can select those faces and then go to, actually I want to go to modeling. So modeling and mesh, and then I want to actually separate these from that. Okay, so now those pieces are actually separated. So now with these pieces, okay, so I can grab these 4 pieces that I want assigned to the head, and so I'll select that head mesh, and then I will go to, actually I'm going to double click this and copy this name, and then select those 4 again, and then go to mascot head mesh, and then say mesh combine. Okay, and then with this new poly surface, I do want to delete by type history. Okay, so now it's part of this poly surface, and then I can just rename that to mascot head mesh and bring this up into select the mesh group and parent, and then this guy is going to be my mascot body mesh. So I'm just double checking, and that looks good. And we do want to name this one mascot body mesh, and also do a edit, delete by type history on that one as well. And then just go to this and just move that out of this empty node. Just a cleanup type of thing here. I will select this one, get rid of that. So that looks clean. We have a head, combined head mesh, and a mascot body mesh. And the next thing we want to do is actually select all of our verts and make sure that they are welded together. So with that, I'll go to F9, and then just if you drag and select all those vertices, and if you hold down Shift and then right mouse click, you will get a merge vertices, and then you go to merge vertices option box, and just make sure that that threshold is set really low. So 0.01 seems to be okay when, and this just makes sure that anything that's close, it will weld. So if it's basically right on top of each other, it should do a pretty good job of grabbing those verts and welding them together. So and we'll just look at this number as well. So under the verts, and if you don't have this window, this is under, I think it is under view. Is it? Let's see. So to make under display, heads up display, and then I think it's this poly count. So if you go display, heads up display, poly count, it'll give you the verts, edges, faces, tris, and UVs. Okay, so we see that 1714, and once we run this merge command, yeah, it brought it down quite a bit. So there were some stray verts in there Everything is all combined now, should be all welded. Shouldn't be seeing anything crazy. We should be good on that end. So everything is all welded, nice and clean. And I'll do an F8 to go back to object mode, and then I will also go and delete history on that selected object. And so again, that's edit, delete by type. You can do non-deformer history, or just, since we haven't put any skin that's deforming the mesh or any other deformers, we could just say delete history on everything. If we do have deforming history, we don't want to, there's an option to delete by type non-deformer history. So, but now this just cleans up that mesh. This is just a cleanup video that we're kind of working on here. So with this one, we want to also select all the verts. And so if we go to F9, that goes to our vert mode, and we can select all those verts. Let's make sure that we select all those vertices, and if you hold down shift and right click and then go up to merge vertices and just run that. I didn't see the number change. Okay, so yeah, 1018, and so we're going down to 926. Okay, so that should, and I'm just double checking here, just looking at my meshes just to make sure there's no weird, so I'll usually just go and take a look on, just look around and make sure that everything is all, looks exactly how we had it, and it does. So if I hit Q and just deselect that and then go back to F8 to go to object mode, and so now if we hit 6 and see our character, everything should be clean. We have the two meshes, and so now we can go to the rigging section.